it's really cold today. I just looked at myself in this and thought, you're still wearing your scarves that you had on this morning. Yeah, it's really cold today, so I'm not taking my scarves off, sorry. I was thinking this morning about what I could talk about today, and one of the things that I've been asked about a couple of times recently, and it made me realise that I've done something that a lot of people have done before that really annoyed me, is talking about acting as if. Now, I think I said yesterday in my live or on my blog post or something, oh, just act as if you're already there. And that's something that is really hard to do unless you know exactly what you're doing. Over the last couple of years, loads of people have said, oh, you know, act if you want to be somewhere, if you're trying to manifest something, if you're trying to achieve something, act as if you're already there. And that's really hard to do without lying. There's a lot of people online who take act as if to mean lie. So if you want to make £1 million, act as if you're making £1 million, tell everybody that you are. Doesn't really work for me, doesn't really sit very well with me. So I've always struggled with, how can I act as if I'm already where I want to be? And it's only over the last few weeks that this has all fallen into place for me with regards to weight loss. Hi Narinda, yes, I am wearing butterflies. I am the woman of many scarves. I always wear at least 3 or 4 scarves at once. And today I've got butterfly stripes and then some colourful thing. I don't know, it's a comfort. I love scarves, it's my thing. So yeah, acting as if you're already where you want to be. So I'm in a massive fitness weight loss phase of my life at the moment, and my goal is to be a size 12, UK size 12. I was a size 18 to 20 a few weeks ago. I'm now down to a size 16, and I'm going to keep going until I get down to a size 12. So this whole thing around acting as if, so act as if you're already a size 12, Kerry. What the hell does that mean? How do I act as if I'm a size 12 when I'm actually not? Do I go out and buy size 12 clothes? Do I attempt to squash into jeans that are way too small for me? How can I act as if I'm already there? So I decided that I was going to try and work it out properly. So I sat down and journaled and wrote pages and pages of stuff, and realised that there's loads of things that I can do now that I would do when I'm a size 12. So I started my journaling with the question, what would size 12 Kerry do? What would she do? Who is she? Who is this mythical creature, this size 12 Kerry? Who is she? What would she do with her life? So I started there. What would she do? What would she do every day? And I came up with a whole list of things that she would do every day. Some of them I can start doing now. Like, size 12 Kerry would utterly love her body. She would be really, really excited. She would probably dance naked in front of the mirror every night. Sorry if that's an image that's too much for you. But she would. She'd be really proud of herself. She'd look at herself in the mirror and go, fucking hell, look at you. You're amazing. You've done this. Now, why can't I start to do that now? Why can't I start to act as if I'm already that person now and look at myself in the mirror? I avoid mirrors. I don't look in mirrors very much. I don't really like what I see, so I tend not to look. But I could start doing that now. I could start acting as if I'm already who I want to be and start looking in mirrors now. She would move easier, so she'd dance more, she'd be able to move around more, she would run faster, she would take the dog for more walks. I can start to do that now. She would, what else would she do? I had a list somewhere. I should probably have got it with me for this, shouldn't I? It would have been a bit organised. She'd eat smaller portions. She would be really, really grateful for herself. She'd be really happy with herself. She would make sensible choices. She would cut out Diet Coke. She wouldn't drink Diet Coke. I've cut back a lot on my Diet Coke addiction. 3 or 4 years ago, I'd drink a 2.5 litre bottle of Diet Coke every day. Now I'm down to, I can every now and again when I fancy one, but that's come back up over the last couple of months. I've been buying like 12 cans of Diet Coke and drinking them all in a week, which isn't good. So we're now back to you know, size 12 Kerry wouldn't drink Diet Coke. She really wouldn't. She would do what she wants to do. And all of these things that I can actually start doing now. I can start looking at myself in the mirror. I can start being really liking what I see. I can start exercising more. I can start moving more. And then I tried to think about that with money. So what would £1 million Kerry do? My goal last year was to make £1 million. I didn't do it. My goal again this year is to make £1 million. Might do it, might not. Going to really, really, really try hard. But what would £1 million Kerry do differently? Now, obviously, she'd do a lot of things differently. Like, she'd buy a house. Yes. And a car. and she'd probably pay someone to clean her car, and she would hire staff. Oh my God, she'd have help. She would have help. She would have people that helped her. She would have a team of people that helped her, and she would have some debt, but she would pay her debt off really quickly. She wouldn't be behind on things. She would make sensible choices. So what can I do now to be like £1 Million Kerry? What can I do? I could start to hire people. I could start to build a team, not at the level that £1 Million Kerry would do, but I have a VA at the moment, and I've recently upped her contribution. So she's now doing more for me than she was. Who else could I hire? I could get someone to come in and help me with the housework. I could get someone to come and help me with the kids more. There's lots of things that I could do now that £1 Million Kerry would do. So that's what I find really, really useful if you're trying to act as if you're already there. Make a list of all the things that person would do and see which ones of them you could start doing now. So you can start then being that person before you get there. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm doing. I am acting as if I am size 12 Kerry. And size 12 Kerry is about to take the dog for a walk, and I think I've got about half an hour till my mastermind group call. So anybody that's in my mastermind, Angela, I can see you on there. Are you coming for the call at 2? Are you going to be our green alien woman again? So yes, I have half an hour before my call, so I'm going to act as if I'm already size 12 Kerry, because size 12 Kerry probably wouldn't go and sit her ass on the sofa and watch telly for half an hour in a lunch hour. She'd go for a walk or a run. But I don't have any trainers, so I'm not going to go for a run. I'm going to take the dog, get outside in the cold, wrap up even warmer, and go for a walk. So my challenge to you guys is, who do you want to be? What are your goals? What are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to get to be size 12? Are you trying to earn £1 million? Write your goal down, and then write down what would that person do. So what would size 12 Kerry do? What would £1 Million Kerry do? And then have a think about what you could do now off that list. Hooray, Angela! Cool. See you in a bit then. Yeah, think about what you could do off that list. So if you want to be, I want to be 12 stone, size 12 Kerry by my next birthday. So what do I need to do now to get there? And what can I do now to act as if I'm already there? And something else that Mariska reminded me of when I spoke to her a few weeks ago, also make a list of what kind of things do you do now that you would still do. So not only what would you change about yourself when you get what you want, but what do you still do? What wouldn't you change? So that's another really interesting one. So that's my challenge. Sit down, make some lists. What would this person you want to be do now? What could you start to change about yourself to act like that person now? And what would you keep? Like, what wouldn't you change about you when you become that person who you want to be? So that's my challenge to you all around acting as if you were already there. Hey Nicole, how are you? It's middle of the night for you, isn't it? Or very early morning? I'm not very good with time zones, but I kind of feel like you shouldn't be awake now. Yeah, but time zones are my arch enemy. I never, ever, ever know what time it is anywhere else. And I know everybody always says to me, use the world clock website or app or whatever it is. Still can't work it out. Time zones, don't understand them. Late, okay, cool. I thought it was either late or early. Go to sleep, get some rest. Cool, I'm off to walk the dog. My calendar has just popped up to tell me that I have 29 minutes before my mastermind group call. So Angela, I will see you there. Have you fixed your laptop, or are you still going to be green? We shall see. How exciting! Angela's had a problem with her laptop, so for the last few mastermind calls, she's been this like weird alien green woman on Zoom. So it's quite cool. We shall see if she is that way again. Go to sleep, Nicole. I will catch up with you all soon. Bye, guys.